Body fat. Body fat. What's my body fat percentage? If you click this thumbnail, you are here because you want to find a good scale to measure your body fat. In this video, I'm going to show my review of the best scales I've used and answer the question, what's my body fat percentage? Sort of. Hi, I'm Disciplined Dave. This is the channel that puts the technique in your physique. If you're new to the channel, I put up a lot of videos with home workouts and reviews of healthy products. If that sounds like something you're interested in, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Now let's get to these scales to help us track our weight and our body fat. So this first scale, this is the HealthOMeter scale. This is a scale I've been using for years. This has been tried and true for me. I've always kept this around through college, multiple houses. This has been a pretty decent scale for me. I was just happy back in the day that it was a digital scale. With this scale, there's a lot of pros to this when it comes to a good digital scale. For one, it's easy to read. The numbers appear very well on here. The other thing that I really like about it, I mean, this is a pro for myself, is that every time I weighed myself, it was like less than the other scales. So that's another reason why I like it. I don't know if that's a pro, but it was for me. It's very inexpensive. You can find it anywhere. It's the lowest I found was $24.99. I have a link in the description below on Amazon if you want to go ahead and get that. If you just want an inexpensive scale that just tells you your weight, this is a great one for that. The battery lasts forever. I've had this probably over a decade and I've changed a battery once. It uses one of those circular batteries that you find that are like expensive for a 2-pack or something like that. I mean, the batteries may be more expensive than the scale, but the good news is you won't have to change it a lot. Some of the cons is it doesn't measure body fat. Scale doesn't illuminate like at night or like early in the morning. Like when I'm waking up out of bed there with my wife, it's dark and I don't want to wake her up. And so I don't want to turn on the lights. So that can be a con for you, or if you're just kind of groggy and you don't want the lights on. So it doesn't illuminate. I don't like that. And I feel like the scale varies a lot, like 5 pounds if you keep weighing yourself. So I just keep weighing myself until it's like the lowest. And I say, hey, that's my weight. That accuracy has to be off. That's with the HealthOMeter. Now the next scale I use is by Youngdo. So this scale, I really enjoyed that it really gives you a lot of stats. It has an app that comes with it, and the app you can download is pretty easy in the Apple Store or on Android. It gives you so many stats when it comes to body fat, BMI, bone index. There's so many stats that it will give you. It has a community board that you can share, like, hey, I'm hitting my goals. And I feel like on a community board, it's just people doing awesome. I guess that's what you want to do. You want to post it like, hey, I'm getting pretty fat. Well, if you want to post that, you'll find some support in the community. People seem nice on the community board. It has a lot of different things also as far as you put in your height and weight and stuff like that. It factors all those in to give you all these different metrics that you can choose from to kind of see where you're at, where you're progressing. It's such a wealth of information that's on this app. The good thing about it is that it's inexpensive for all the things that you're getting. So you're getting your body fat measure, you're getting your weight, there's like bone index, there's visceral fat, all these different things that you can measure on here. And it's less than $1 more than the HealthOMeter.
Say what?
So if you're really looking to cut costs and you really want to measure all those metrics, this is a great scale for the value. As far as, I mean, a little bit less than $1 than the HealthOMeter. Like I said, that will give you all this stuff. It will turn that scale into a smart scale. So if you're just looking to get all those metrics and you're not worried about any other further details and you don't want to spend a lot of money, this is a great scale. I have a link in the description below. So you can go ahead and do that. And there's also a coupon code that is exclusive just for the people watching today. That's how you get down to that money. You get 10% off, and right now there's like 5% if you just click the digital coupon. So with those combined, it ends up being $25.45 as far as for the scale. And that's a great deal on a smart scale. So as far as value wise, I would recommend the scale for that. Now let's talk about the cons. There were some cons. For one, I had quite a bit of setup issues with the app. One of the main things was that there seemed to be some things lost in translation as far as the setup. For one, there were some grammatical errors, like it says have a fit was a question or something at the top that said have a fit. I'm like, what does that mean? But okay. When I was setting it up, I couldn't get past the screen that asked me if I was an athlete. I was just like, yes, 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 yes. Nothing was happening. So I really think that's important because usually an athlete is going to carry more muscle mass, which can be confused with fat and throw the metrics off. And so that was a big disappointment they didn't do that. I will give you a caveat. Later on, after I set up things, I had to hit no just to get past the screen. It let me select athlete right after. Another thing that was a problem with the setup, even though I selected pounds, like the next screen did everything in kilograms, and I was like, I put pounds, so why is it asking me this? Like, I don't know what it is in kilograms. But anyways, that was kind of an issue, and that was something later on that I could change. And but during the setup, that was very problematic. I was kind of frustrated. Another thing I didn't like was that it uses like these terms to tell you, I guess, where you're at fitness-wise. And one of the things it said for me was beefy. I don't know if I like being called beefy, but that's what it said. If you like it, this may be a pro for you. But for me, it was a con. I feel like there shouldn't be a judgment of words that you select for it, but that's what they did. The accuracy of the scale, which was pretty big con, was it seemed really off. It said my body fat percentage is, and I'm telling you, like, I understand that most people think your body fat percentage is lower than what it is, but for mine, it was like really high that it said on there. I'm like, it's gotta be wrong. It was nothing compared to the other scales or any time that I measured. So it was like saying I was like morbidly obese. I mean, I don't think I'm that fat, but apparently in their way of system of how they measure, it was bad. That accuracy was way, way off. The other thing I didn't like about it was I always had to have the app open and my phone next to me for it to get all my readings on the metrics of the scale. And so that was a big issue. The customer service seemed kind of lacking was another thing I didn't really like about it. I'm not sure if it's a con. I think it depends on the person you are. I was kind of shocked that when I opened the box, it had to be charged through a USB. So it was a standard USB to a micro USB. And it just kind of came with the cable, then come with a wall charger that may be problematic for some. Maybe they're trying to save e-waste, maybe they're trying to save costs. I'm not sure. It's probably cost. But that was a big con, I guess, for me, because I gotta go to the wall and charge it. Why not have a battery? That makes me think that it won't last long. And I don't know, it may last long, but I mean, I was weighing myself every day. There's no battery issues. And if it's gonna be a charging one, shouldn't it have a battery indicator on the app? But it doesn't. That was a major con for me, but if you're a person that's about that USB life, then hey, you may like that. Now, a lot of the things as far as the app issues, it seems like it can be fixed with an update, but I'm telling you my experience out the box. I'm getting it, and you know, I'm loving the product that I just bought. I can't wait to use it. Those frustrations happened to me. I reached out to them, I told them about it, but they were like, hey, it's probably a bug. Okay, probably a bug, but you know, I'm doing reviews, so you probably want to fix it. Wasn't fixed. Maybe they'll fix it. Who knows? So that was some of the issues that I ran in this scale here. Now let's talk about this scale, the Inevifit. The Inevifit Eros. So the Inevifit Eros, their motto is love your body. Yeah, that's pretty nice. As far as this scale, this was probably the easiest one to read and had the most information. Let's take a look at this information. By the way, this is the box. A lot of love in this box. Love the box. Okay, so it'll measure your body weight, your body mass index, your body fat. That's what we're here for. Fat-free body weight, your subcutaneous fat. Okay, I'm gonna get butchered in the comments on this one. Your visceral fat, body water, skeletal muscle, muscle mass, bone mass, protein, basal metabolism rate, and your metabolic age. I love that right on the box, as far as like right there, gives you the QR code as far as where to download the app, sign and create, start tracking. It's screaming simplicity, okay? That's what I like about it. And it was pretty simple to set up. It has a 800 number to call, and most scales that I try out or review, there's not a number for me to call. Use your email and then maybe they'll get back to you the same day. And you can use multiple users on this, because my wife and I, if you're a follower of the channel, you know that my wife and I work out together. And so we were able to use this both with different users, and it didn't mess up on our apps or anything like that. It tracks your weight. And here's the big thing I love about this. Before I even open the box, and you know it says something when they put it on the front, 5-year warranty, okay? They're guaranteeing this product. That gives me a lot of confidence when I have it. They really promote accuracy and the 5-year warranty. Even when you open it, there's a slip as soon as you open it up, talks about the 5-year warranty. I love when people really back their products. So that was a thing that I really liked about this scale here. It comes in white or black. As you see, I chose the white one there because we like to weigh ourselves in our little bathroom and everything's all white and pretty there. So I got the white one there. As you see, the packaging was great. Very easy to set up. I didn't need my phone on, that was a big thing. I didn't need my phone next to me or anything like that for it to track my stats. It updated right there. So if I got up in the morning, I don't have my phone on me and stuff. I think most people do. But I didn't have my phone on me or anything, and I just stepped on the scale. When I checked the app later, it already put in everything as far as all my measurements right there. Other thing I like about it, so unlike the previous scale, this one, it told you what every metric meant. So there's a lot of terminology, and you may not be used to fitness, or you may not be in the medical field to understand all the terminology. So there's info tabs that you can tap, and it explains what every metric means. A great thing also about it is that everything can be put in, you can link it with a wearable fitness device like an Apple Watch or a Fitbit. So all my stats and everything merged right into there, so it can give me a really good gauge of everything fitness wise. So I also use the Apple Watch to work out with, so when it comes to when I'm lifting weights or I'm doing cardio, anything like that. And so you have all that data to really see how you can get to your goals, and you can also use it in the health field in case your doctor needs to see reports or anything. They can really see everything as far as your metrics there, if that's what you want to do with it there. So great that it links up with that. The website is great. It has great customer service. There's an 800 number that you can call. They can answer questions for you about setup or anything like that. I found that great. The main thing about this, through the website, through the unboxing, through the whole experience of it, you can tell they put a lot of thought, effort, and love into their product. This was a really good scale for me. As far as when it came to cons, there were a few where there weren't many. A con was that the accuracy, it wasn't 100%. I think that anything when it comes to measuring body fat, as far as using different tools, that they're not gonna be 100, but it was better than most. The good thing about it is that even with all these scales, when you're measuring weight or body fat, the key is just to track it. The variance may be off by percentages, or it may be off of pounds, but if you use the same scale and you're weighing yourself at the same time every day, it will definitely give you a gauge if you're losing or you're gaining. Now, if you wanna go around bragging like, I'm only 10% body fat, whatever, I mean, you know, that's all well and good, but you really have to go dip yourself in a pool and they'll strap you to electrodes or anything like that to really get the most accurate way of measuring your body fat. But these are a good gauge, and this one was probably the best that I've used that measured body fat for me. The other thing was that there was a huge delay sometimes when it came to the different metrics. When I stepped on the scale and by the time it showed up on my phone, like maybe I was just a little bit too anxious, but I was just like, wait for it, wait for it. boom, and then it was there. Nothing that was too bad, probably some first world problems there, but it definitely had some times where I felt like there was a big delay when it came to it. That was pretty much it when it came to the cons. I really loved how the display looked and everything. I love that they have the sticker on here that tells you about how to calibrate it, and you got your QR code for downloading the app. I mean, it's like they really thought about the user when they made this product here. When it comes to a con, as far as this is the more expensive scale out of all of them, but not by much. It's $50, and trust me, it's worth every penny. I mean, you can get the other scales if you want something more inexpensive, but that's kind of the experience that you're gonna get. But for me, I'm committed to working out. I'm committed to being disciplined every day. And if you are that person, spend a little bit more for a good quality scale. And this one right here is $50. I have a link in the description below. Just go ahead and click that and you can go straight there. Their website also has other products when it comes to like food scales. I didn't even know this, but I was just checking it out. But food scales for prepping meals. They have other different price ranges of scales, but this one right here, the Eros scale, this is the best one in my opinion. Go get this one. And so yeah, go ahead and check that one out. It's $50, it's worth it. If you loved everything you saw in the video here, and you're committed when it comes to fitness and working out, the other part of that equation is your nutrition. So if you're really looking to lose body fat, focus on the nutrition. I have a video, watch that video next so you can understand what you need to eat. The video's titled What to Eat in order to get that physique that you want.